Alright guys, we've got some massive Blockbound news to cover today. From brand new teasers for Jesse, to UI that sadly had to be removed, multiple insane entity skins being revealed, and a brand new map confirmed for the Grox update. There's a lot to break down. You definitely don't want to miss this one, so let's get right into it. Now, I want to talk about two teasers we recently got for Jesse, because honestly, they reveal way more than you might think at first glance. So let's get straight into it. The first teaser is technically an emote teaser, but it actually gives us some really important information. The emote itself is everybody do the flop, and it speeds up over time. First of all, the animation quality is insane. Jesse's face and eyes are fully animated, which immediately stands out and looks super clean. But honestly, that's kind of expected at this point. Xoaterz has set the bar really high when it comes to his animations. Now, here's where things get interesting. During the emote, Jesse is clearly holding an enchanted diamond sword, and that pretty much confirms what a lot of people were already suspecting. Jesse is almost certainly going to be a sentinel. His sword will likely replace the gauntlet he was going to use and function similarly to Xoaterz's slash. Most likely, you'll swing the sword in front of you to stun the killer for a short duration, probably around 3 seconds. It's a simple but effective mechanic, and it fits Jesse perfectly. The second teaser is even more interesting. Xoaterz showcased an animation of Jesse using an enchanted flint and steel, which Minecraft Story Mode fans will recognize immediately. This is the same flint and steel Jesse obtains from the old builder's temple, and in the story, it's capable of activating overworld portals and producing extremely powerful flames. Now, it's not 100% confirmed what this will do in-game. This could have just been a test animation, or it could be tied to an ability that's still being worked on. But if it does make it into the final moveset, I could easily see it functioning as some kind of trap. Maybe creating fire zones, denying areas, or punishing killers who push too aggressively. There's a lot of potential there. So far, everything we've seen points to Jesse being a pure sentinel, which makes total sense based on his role in Minecraft Story Mode. At this point, I'm really curious to see if we get a teaser for a third ability. But honestly, even with just 2 strong sentinel tools, Jesse could work extremely well, similar to how Xoaterz does now. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think the flint and steel is gonna do? Next up, we got to see more of the Blockbound UI that was sadly removed. And honestly, it hurts because it looked incredible. Recently, Cody showcased how the HUD was shaping up for Blockbound, and it genuinely fit the game perfectly. Right away, you can see that the health system uses hardcore style Minecraft hearts, which makes complete sense for an asim horror game where death actually matters. The stamina bar underneath looks super clean, and on the right side of the screen, there are 3 item slots, which were most likely intended to be ability slots, item slots, or possibly even both depending on the character. Overall, the UI felt modern, polished, and very clearly designed with the vibe Blockbound wanted in mind. But unfortunately, all of this, along with the rest of Cody's work, had to be removed. This includes the shop UI he was also working on, which looked just as clean and well thought out. The reason for this wasn't anything malicious or dramatic. Cody ultimately decided to leave the team due to ongoing internal arguments within the development group. Over time, those disagreements started taking a toll on his mental health, so stepping away was the healthiest option for him. And honestly, that's completely understandable. Large projects almost always come with disagreements and arguments, especially when multiple passionate people are involved. While arguments themselves aren't necessarily a red flag, they can become overwhelming, and no game is worth damaging your mental health over. It's just really unfortunate because Cody's UI work was genuinely top tier, and it's going to be very hard to replicate that same level of polish and design. Hopefully, the team is able to move forward smoothly and create something that lives up to what we've already seen, because this UI set the bar really high. Let me know what you guys think about this situation, because personally, I think this was a big loss for the game. Next up, I want to talk about some really cool fan-made skins that were officially accepted by Xoaterz, because these are honestly some of the best concepts we've seen so far. Both of these skins were created for Entity, and they look absolutely insane, so let's break them down. The first skin is called Nightfall, created by Omega. According to the lore, Nightfall is a machine that gained consciousness and now views humans as nothing more than obstacles to be eliminated. That concept alone already fits Entity perfectly, but the design takes it to another level. The mask is easily the standout feature. It has this sharp, insect-like look that feels disturbing in the best way possible. The color scheme is mainly black and red, which works incredibly well and really sells the idea of a cold, relentless killing machine. On top of that, there's visible machinery built into different parts of the body, making it feel mechanical rather than just cosmetic. Even the scythe has been replaced with a futuristic weapon, which makes the skin feel completely unique while still fitting Entity. What makes this even better is that Xoaterz officially accepted this skin and confirmed he's going to try to get it ready for release. If this actually makes it into the game, it could easily become one of Entity's best skins. But that wasn't the only concept Omega had accepted. The second skin is called Primal Instinct, and this one takes a completely different direction. Instead of technology, it leans heavily into a prehistoric, dinosaur-inspired theme. Entity wears a dinosaur skull over his head, with bones and torn rags covering his body, giving him a savage, ancient look. Even the scythe is reworked, featuring a dinosaur skull with what appears to be a bone acting as the blade. This skin is also incredibly well designed, and while Xoaterz has accepted the concept, it hasn't been fully confirmed for release just yet. Still, the fact that it was acknowledged at all says a lot. Overall, it's really cool seeing high-quality community creations being recognized like this, and I seriously hope we get to see both of these skins in-game. Next up, we got confirmation of another map being added to the game, and this one is honestly really unique. Not only is it based around Grox, but it's also set to become the first map in Blockbound to have its own variant, which is a really cool feature. If you don't know, Scar is the creator behind this map, and he's already proven himself before. He previously had the Pale Kingdom accepted into the game, which was an extremely well-made and detailed map. This time, he decided to take on something even more ambitious by creating a brand new map centered around Grox himself. The main map is called the Grand Village, and it's built around a really interesting concept. After hearing about Grox's rampages, this village reinforces itself in fear, preparing for an attack that may come at any moment. The villagers live in constant paranoia, and their only real defenses are the massive stone walls surrounding the village and the iron golems stationed within. Visually, the map looks fantastic. It keeps the familiar Minecraft village layout, but adds a ton of custom details that make it feel more unique. The large walls in particular are a standout feature and really sell the idea of the villagers desperately trying to survive. Now the variant is where things get even more interesting. It's called Grox's Playground, and it's exactly what you'd expect. Grox eventually finds the village and completely destroys it. Buildings are destroyed, trees are broken, lava spills throughout the area, and even the once strong walls are left broken and damaged. It feels chaotic, violent, and perfectly in character for Grox. I really love this concept because a village map felt inevitable, but tying it directly into Grox's lore makes it feel different rather than generic. Xoaterz has already accepted the concept and will most likely see something very similar added during Grox's update. However, he did mention that maps can't be directly imported into Roblox because textures tend to break, meaning these builds will likely be used as blueprints and remade manually inside Roblox. That does mean extra work for the dev team, which kind of sucks, but there's not much that can be done about it. Either way, this map and its variant look incredibly promising, and I'm really excited to see how they turn out in-game. Let me know what you guys think about this one, because personally, I think it's one of the coolest map concepts we've seen so far. Anyways, that's all for today. Remember to stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next one.